This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, the new GV.com, now GameV.com, and
Glenn's Hamsterdam Hamster Habitat. Produced by hippies in Amsterdam since 1912.
Amsterdam.
Glenn's Amsterdam House.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 142. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, digg.com. That's digg.com. We're in San Francisco.
Yep.
And I have a cold. Yes.
Which sucks, because I hope I don't get a cold before we go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, speaking of Amsterdam, bitches, we're gonna be in Amsterdam. If you're in the area, even if you're remotely close to the area, it's only like $100, something like that, to get to Amsterdam, right?
Fuck me.
What are you doing?
It's gonna go on my laptop, I just noticed that.
All right, well, here.
And it's hot as hell.
So we're having tea, as you can tell, but if you're gonna be in the Amsterdam area, or even remotely close to the Amsterdam area, we wanna blow the walls off Amsterdam. I mean, it's fucking Amsterdam, right? So on Thursday, the 3rd of April, we want to make the Londoners fear what Amsterdammers, or the Amsterdonians, can do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are we drinking here?
This is Dragonwell tea.
Yeah.
From Adagio, very good stuff. Adagio.com/Diggnation.
Yeah, we're actually, you can buy the Executus, my tea,
Or
which is nice.
Mintastic, which is mine.
Mintastic, which is yours, which I've been actually, that's what I've been
good,
drinking
isn't it?
for my cold. It's
Yeah,
really
it's not
good.
bad.
Could be Glen tea
So-
and the Impregnator tea.
One thing we wanted to say about Amsterdam,
Yes.
it's a free show.
It is a
So
free
there's
show.
no reason why not to come. If you live in London, I was checking on flights.
Yeah.
It's about $100.
And not very far. I'm
And-
coming in from Frankfurt.
Yeah, I mean, you can just hop in on a plane, come out. You can crash with Prager.
His room is available. It's got 17 beds.
We have 17 or 20 beds. You'd let a
20
fan
beds.
crash with you? Would you let a fan
He
crash
would
with
totally
you?
crash.
Oh, he's
Like, lady fans.
fans.
Woo,
Impregnation is awesome.
international lines.
So
if girls can't get pregnant.
That's true.
Science.
If you want to crash with Prager, email him at
PragerComeLately.com.
dignationprager@gmail.com. You can make that.
Register right now, dude. Register right now.
Nice.
We
He's
should have
single.
Prager be registering everything we say. Oh, so hey, Kevin, people may be wondering, one of the biggest questions we actually received when I started using this laptop was, what up with the red laptop? So this is, we actually, real quick, can I say the story of when I had it beforehand? I mean, I tell fans all the time.
I mean, they can't answer the whole thing.
I know, that's what it was. So basically what happened was this.
Tell a story.
Yeah, I'll tell the
You
story.
got it for free, right?
Well, it's a loaner. It's from Dell. Basically what happened was, back in the day when I first had it, Dell was really pumping their, this is the XPS M1330, which is great, although, anyway. So they lent me this laptop to try it out, and also they were going to sponsor the shows. But then Dell pulled all the stuff, everything. TV ads stopped, sponsoring shows stopped, like everything that they were doing. It wasn't just our show, it was just everything. And so I had the laptop for a while, and then it has built-in EVDO, and I just set it back up again, and so now traveling, it's easier to travel with this because it's got the EVDO, so like I was on the plane, and it was late, and people were getting packed in, and I was just sitting there responding to emails and stuff like that, so.
I love bundled
you know how
EVDO.
that stuff goes.
Yeah, I take my EVDO card with me everywhere I go.
So anyway, that's why I'm now using my Dell XPS, as it were.
Yeah.
So, how about we get into the show?
Yes, we tell people where it was to go for our Amsterdam details if they want to figure out
what
the
is
show.
It's, oh man.
Wait, no, I got it right here.
Because
I
we
got it
gotta
right
give
here.
people that address.
Yeah, hold. Don't start fighting, young soldiers.
Yeah,
It is
it's next web
2008.thenextweb.org.
So 2008.
2008.thenextweb.org. No wwws,
Yes.
none of that stuff.
And even though the conference costs money, if you feel like attending, pay the cash. But our show is free.
Yeah, just
So
like
you can
London. It's the same thing, and we've been getting a lot of emails of like, I want to go, but it's like $500 to go to the conference. You don't have to pay to go to the conference to be able to go see the show.
Going to be crazy.
Dude, we're gonna light it the fuck up. So if you're even remotely in that hemisphere, get your ass to Amsterdam.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna we got pyrotechnics.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. We should do that. Fucking walk out in a ring of fire.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I get so punchy when I'm sick.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just don't get me sick. All right, first story of the day. We ready to do this?
Why? Yes, I am.
Microsoft, and by Microsoft,
Is that Microsoft's UNICEF?
I mean Microsoft says no Blu-ray for Xbox 360. 1,673 people dug this story, submitted by Jordan LGTA. It says Microsoft Corp is not in talks to include Sony Corp's Blu-ray high-definition DVD technology in its Xbox 360 video game console, an executive said on Wednesday. This sucks.
Well, first off, who thought this was going to happen ever? It's Sony.
Me?
Dude, it's Sony.
Yeah,
Microsoft hates Sony the same way that Microsoft hates Sony.
Yeah, but it's not about Sony versus Microsoft. It's about everyone agreeing that this is the next generation, platform.
Well, but here's the thing. Well, okay, first off, now that you've said that, they didn't redesign the Xbox 360 to include an HD DVD player. That would have been a total redesign.
Right.
So why would they now go in and do a total redesign, which they weren't going to do for their player, to then put in the Blu-ray? Basically, what they're saying is this generation of the 360 is not going to have a Blu-ray player. That does not mean that the next generation will. I can only imagine will have a Blu-ray player.
No. I get you, but what I'm really curious about is why they won't make it an add-on like they do with the HD DVD for the Xbox 360.
Well, Well, probably because they lose a shit ton. Well, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
That's weird, because there was another story on Dig that was saying that because now there's no, that the prices of the Blu-ray players are actually going back up because there's no competition.
Right. So here's the thing. If Microsoft really wanted to compete against Sony, the best thing they can do is sell a Blu-ray add-on, right? Because I know a ton of people that are going out there and buying PS3s just for the Blu-ray player.
I know a lot of people. Actually, the PS3 sales are going through the roof right now.
Because of the Blu-ray player.
Because of the Blu-ray won, and everybody went, well, I should get one. Right. That's what they did. Well, I'll hold off. I'll see how this, I'm not going to buy an HD DVD player. I'm not going to buy a Blu-ray player. I'll see how this all beats out.
Right, and now the Blu-ray is the official.
It beat out, and the cheapest Blu-ray player is still $399 for the PS3.
Yeah.
And the PS3 has ways to go still. I mean, it's a great DVD player. It's actually a really good DVD player. The Blu-ray looks sick, just like HD DVD.
I don't play any PS3 games. I have one back there. You can probably see it in the shot. Can you see it in the shot? No.
Yeah, whatever, it's back there.
It's back there. And I never use it for anything but Blu-ray.
Well, I mean, but there you go. There's the fact that you can even use it for Blu-ray. And that's something that the 360 has sort of wanted to do for a while, which is to say, hey, you can rent movies on this device, you can stream video and media from your computers on this device, you can play HD DVDs on this device if you buy the adapter. It's not a gaming system, and for some reason now the PS3, because it's the cheapest Blu-ray player, they're getting those people. I think they're getting the people who go, I don't want a game system.
I'll tell you, I'm actually, speaking of kind of video devices, I upgraded my Apple TV to version 2.0.
Oh, right. You were telling me you were very satisfied
I'm really happy because I just got a new projector. I don't know if that's in the shot at all.
Stop asking that, because otherwise Glenn's going to move.
Don't move, Glenn.
Yeah, don't move.
Anyway, I got a new projector, and it does 1080p now.
Well, that's cool.
So the Apple TV does 1080p, and the coolest thing is the Apple TV now acts like an Airport Express. So if I want to send my music to the Apple TV, I launch iTunes, and then down at the bottom of iTunes, if you take a look here at the bottom, it will show you my Apple TV as a device that I can send music to.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can choose Apple TV. Now that I can double click a song, it'll go out of my Apple TV via
wireless?
No.
Wi-Fi?
No, the
Ethernet?
Firebutt.
Firebutt is the new FireWire. It's FireWire 2.0.
No, I'm talking about it goes via fiber optic into my receiver, and then I can play it out of the receiver.
Nice, I like it.
I don't have a receiver, but in theory, when I get all these
There's a lot of stuff that need to be happening. Dude, honestly, I'm very excited about the times that we live in. You know what I mean? Like, think about our parents grew up in a time when they were like, oh, hey, TV, this is a novelty. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I still think we got a long way to go.
We do. Well, we got some stuff to talk about a long ways later on.
All right.
Good story. Let's move on. Reznor's 1 week take for Ghosts, $1.6 million. 3,013 people dug the story, submitted by Renjanese. A week after releasing his 4-volume instrumental work, Ghosts 1 through 4, through his website, Nine Inch Nails' Trent Reznor is reporting that he amassed more than $1.6 million in orders and downloads. So this is a big deal. We talked about this a little while ago, that Trent Reznor was releasing his album, self-releasing it by himself on his site, and seems to be making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because that's all money coming back to him. I mean, he'll probably pay the people who helped produce it and all that, record it and shit like that.
Bandwidth bills and things like that.
Right,
But still, that's a healthy taking.
So let me ask you this. I heard a very interesting conversation about this exact thing, and also the Radiohead, or not Radio, yeah, the Radiohead thing where they broke from their, because Trent Reznor broke away from BMG, I think he was with, or something like EMI or something like that. Broke away from his label to do this. Radiohead broke away from their label to do theirs.
Well, it's not that they broke away. Is it much of his?
He's not with his label.
Right. But what happened is their contracts ran out, and now that we're in like the internet age, they're like, should we do something different, or should we
Oh, that's
re-sign another
interesting. I
contract?
didn't know that they had that
I
option.
don't think they. Yeah.
But this is the thing that people were saying was, to play devil's advocate a little bit, the record labels are kind of going, well, the only reason why Trent Reznor is selling $1.6 million worth of his new CD online or in a store or anywhere is because he is Trent Reznor.
Right.
And what the record labels are saying is, dude, we paid to make you Trent Reznor. We paid to make those first albums. We paid to publicize those first albums. We paid to put you on a tour.
Sure.
But so one of the things that I think gets overlooked is everybody sees this and go, aha, record labels are dead. But I think for me, I go, well, yes, maybe for the high-end bands, but what if you're a band just starting out,
No.
nobody's ever heard of you?
Who's that big band that took off via MySpace only? The only promotion they ever did was have a MySpace page.
Was it OK Go?
It was like that, but the OK Go was another example. There was another band that became insanely huge. I wasn't a fan, so I don't remember the name of them, but it was all through MySpace.
Well, anyway, no, but that's available. That is available, but I think that's the exception, not the rule. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like without that big press behind you, you may be able to hit that ignition point online, but that more, traditional stuff. And I don't know what the answer is, because I also personally don't like record labels, because I think that they're raking people over the coals. But it's just an interesting...
Yeah, but then again, when I was younger and I went to a lot of these punk shows, I was a big fan of NoFX and Pennywise and bands like this, these were small-ish bands.
True.
They didn't have major promotions of a large record label. They were
weren't
very
on the
small,
big record labels,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. They were on very small labels. And they made a decent living for themselves, right?
Yeah.
And so this is about making a decent living. Now, yes, Trent Reznor is Trent Reznor. That's why he can pull in $1.6 million.
Right. And same with Radiohead.
And Radiohead. And he'll pull in a lot more than that. Probably the course of the entire sales of this album will be several $1 million. But that's who he is. He's a superstar artist.
Right.
Now, there are smaller bands that will probably pull in a lot less, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But then they're not
okay.
they're not paying their fees. They're getting that money straight into their pockets, which is as if they sold 1.6 million units.
But there's nothing wrong with making $100,000 a year. There's nothing wrong with that. That's huge.
Especially as an artist.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? That's like the holy grail.
And there's nothing wrong with Reznor making millions of dollars a year, because he's a badass, very well-known artist.
Dude, and it's not about right or wrong. I think this is the right thing to do. I think this is great. I'm super excited about the prospects of this. You know what I mean? Heather just finished her first CD. She produced her first CD, wrote all the music herself, put it, it's out. It's actually going to be on Men and Trees. Dude, April 9th, Men and Trees. My girlfriend, one of her songs is going to be played on the TV show.
Hey, is it on iTunes right now?
No, not yet. She's going to get it all up on iTunes, though.
See, that's sweet.
There you go. I'll tell you when it's
Does
up on
she have a
iTunes.
MySpace page?
She does, and I can't remember what it is. But I'll fill you guys all in when it's out and all that stuff. But that is an avenue for her as a singer-songwriter who can produce your own CD and put them up online, It's like Liam. Liam does all his own shit.
She'll be a really good experiment, right?
I think so.
We should report back on how she's doing, because her song will have made, without any major press, she got on a TV show.
That is true, yes.
And she's doing this grassroots kind of thing.
Yeah.
You'll give her a little
Her
plug
boyfriend
love.
has a plug love, yeah. We should actually see what kind of damage she can do.
Right, totally.
That would be really cool.
Well, I mean, but not in a forced, go buy her
no,
album.
oh, no. I just mean
in
with
a more
people
of a just
knowing it.
Will
just
it grow naturally
and
what will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check back after she's released it.
Cool.
This will give her a reason to go and do that shit.
Yes. Everyone needs a reason to live.
Yes. Next story.
Next story of the day, Firefox 3 goes on a diet, eats less memory than IE and Opera. 2,782 people did the story submitted by World Wide Web. Good username. I just found out that www in Japanese means laugh out loud. So like people are chatting and they're like, aha, www. And people are like, oh, www. I shit you not, dude. I just heard this.
No
Yes
way.
I follow this.
I follow internet memes closely.
I don't want to tell people about this because this is like
What?
one of my. So I follow this this Japanese blog that is not it's in English, but they cover a lot of like next web stuff. And so I get to like a little inside glimpse of what crazy like web phenomenon is going on in Japan right now.
Oh, that's cool.
And I like it because it gives me ideas for Dig and other things like that I wouldn't, that most people
That's
don't.
a good way
if
to
I
think
give it
out
out
of the box.
now,
Don't
then
give it out. Don't
everybody
give it out.
will
Just,
have it.
but that's where you get the www.
Yeah. So anyway, one of the
I'm gonna
posts
start
last
texting
week.
you
Damn it! Now
www.
somebody's gonna search like www laugh out loud, and it'll probably be the first result in Google.
Well,
Let me
let's
see.
find out about that.
www laugh out loud. Oh no, good. Okay, I'm safe. See, everyone's using it. www laugh out loud Japan.
Well, don't say the search and then continue to do it so that people then know which one it is to use.
They'll find it. Anyway. So, just so you know, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, Firefox.
Yeah, your next story.
2082 people like this story. It's more World Wide Web. So Firefox 3.
I'm excited. I didn't realize it was out.
Dude, look at that's it right there.
Oh, that is sick looking.
Do you like that?
I do, very much so.
How awesome. Dude, it's fast. Watch this. Apple.com.
I know, I remember you doing that. It's amazing.
fast.
It's amazing.
No, it's good.
It looks like the internet. That's crazy.
It launches so much faster. So on the Mac.
I actually like that because when I play WoW, I'll tab out, and if you tab out into Firefox, sometimes you tab back and your frame rates go way down. You have to log out, log back in.
So on the Mac, we have this issue of Firefox being slow with 2.0. I mean, it's just not up to Safari speeds.
Which is weird because I always hated Safari.
But it's a lot faster now. And
That's good.
It's just there's a bunch of improvements. It uses about half the memory of Firefox 2. So they did this test.
Right, but now
where they
it's the
opened-
other way.
Well, they opened 50 tabs, and in Firefox 3, it consumed less than half of the memory of Firefox 2.0.0.112.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's less memory than IE?
yeah.
Is it less memory than
IE7
than
Opera?
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say they probably just didn't test it with Safari, did they?
No, they didn't do Safari. But one of the things, they did. There's Safari right here. It's closer to Safari.
But it's lower than Safari,
Yeah, it's
right?
lower than Safari. What was really interesting is that they've done a bunch of little things. I don't know if you heard of SQLite or SQLite like database. It's a really fast, like awesome, BAS little database. They use it in the iPhone. And they use it in a bunch of things. So anyway, Safari or Firefox is now using it for their bookmarks.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Like, it's
That's
like
cool.
super blazing fast access to all your bookmarks and stuff.
Quick little database thing?
Yeah, it's pretty badass, man. I'm pretty happy with what they've done.
That's cool.
None of my extensions work, so basically it's like browsing in the dark.
None of your extensions work?
No, they have to
you gotta
rewrite them and
all?
update them. Yeah, but none of them are working.
That sucks because
That's
I
it
love
sucks.
my extensions down
I
here.
do too. I love them. So anyway,
bum,
check
bum.
it out. They are the version that I have as of this point in time is
Dude, where'd you get those shoes?
3.0 beta 4.
Are those new?
I've had these for a while. You never seen these?
No.
I actually traded these to Daniel. These are Daniel had some other shoes that I had some shoes that he liked and I didn't like mine. You ever
yeah?
trade shoes with your friends?
Nope.
You've never traded
Never.
shoes.
I remember trading. I know. I was gonna say. I remember you
Okay.
stealing that guy who
That was
interviewed us.
weird.
Fucking shoe.
Well,
What do you mean that was weird?
drunk.
You did it.
I was drunk, and they're cool shoes. Beggar, will you grab them for me? They're in that they're in the laundry closet.
can't
'cause I
get a
washed
fungus
them.
from doing that.
I
Thank you,
washed them.
Glenn.
I washed them. So I was at the live Diggnation, and this guy walks up and he's like,
You know, he was interviewing us for that
right,
magazine.
and he's like, cool shoes. I'm like, hey, good, thanks. I'm like, oh, you got some really cool shoes. And he's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
and you were like, no, I want those shoes. Do you want my shoes? And he was like, no. And you were like, no, trade. Let's trade. And he was like, I really don't want to trade. And you were like, no, trade.
I don't know where they are. Yeah, well, we traded.
I know you traded. Then he was like, I really
didn't-
want my shoes back.
Well, I saw him at South by Southwest, and he bought the same ones again. He's like, hey, remember me? We traded shoes. And I looked down at his shoes, and I'm like, oh, those are the same shoes. He's like, yeah, I went out and bought them again.
That's epic.
I feel bad.
What
I
kind of
didn't
shoes
mean
are
to
those?
force him to trade. These are Adidas.
Adidas?
Yeah.
What are
they're
the
just-
other ones?
I don't know what the other ones were. Oh, that's a good poll,
Reef?
though.
Were they Reef?
We should do a poll on. I'm curious to see
what kind of shoes people
what kind of
wear?
shoes people like.
Okay. Well, I'm
So
wearing
we'll do. What are your favorite shoes?
a Tiger right now.
Tiger.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
either
I know you're
I think it's
talking about.
Adidas or I can't remember what. Let me just see what that is.
So we'll throw Tiger up there for Alex.
Dude, Tiger's some shit. Dude, you like them. You saw my shoes the
Oh,
other
I
day.
do like those shoes.
No shit, those are Tiger.
I thought those were Adidas, though.
Tiger is like, of course, Tiger is a fucking, it's like cats. Tiger shoes.
I can't believe you just typed tiger into
Dude, Google FTW.
No.
Asics.
Asics. Oh yeah, I love Asics.
Asics.
All right, so we'll do Asics.
Asics
Adidas.
Tiger. Asics Tiger, because those are the ones I wear.
Well, no, don't.
Okay,
not.
Asics Tiger.
Why?
Because those are my fucking shoes. They're
Well,
fucking
then
awesome.
we're not doing
Okay, fine.
Adidas,
Asics. Fine. No,
whatever these are.
Okay, fine. Asics, Adidas,
Nike.
What were some of the other? Medium is a good one.
I haven't used medium.
Can we do a fill in the blank or something?
No,
Optional.
we'll do other.
We'll do other.
other.
We should do. There's a couple other brands.
Vans,
Vans are
Chucks, Converse.
No.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get back to the.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
poll
Let's
will
get
be
back to
on
the show.
Diggnation.com. There'll be a poll there. Show us what kind of shoes you like.
Yeah, totally.
We need to do more polls. We should do a poll on the episode page.
Yeah.
Prager, why do we not have links to our Amsterdam show on the episode page?
What Amsterdam
We did
show?
it last time.
Like to our upcoming Amsterdam thing. There's like no links. I didn't see them.
All right, we'll work on it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Well, good work. What was that? That was
to
about
Firefox 3.
Firefox 3.
Go download it. It's free.
You could download it and then go check out the shoe poll.
Firefox.
Shoepoll.com.
The new skin is awesome, by the way.
Oh, I like that. Okay, next story. Google Sky released. 4,148 people dug this story, submitted by Murph1. Now you can explore the universe without Google Earth. So this is basically Google Maps, Google Earth, celestial, right? Planets, solar systems, nebulas. You can do a historical overlay. So you can do like the ancient, you know what I mean? Like, see how that works, where you get like the ancient maps of the stars, like the old like Greek maps of the stars. Like, look at that old star charts.
I see. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, let me turn off the infrared.
Wow.
Here. Yeah. So it's like the old star
I
charts.
didn't get a chance to play around with this. Is this useful
And then
to
you can
anyone
go
know?
to, dude,
Prager
check this out.
knows.
Look, you can go to constellations. Look at that shit. Are you kidding me? That's fucking epic. And then you can, there's like constellations. Let me see if I can find, and then you can do, look at that, Gemini, Leo. So I'm a Leo. Let's go check out Leo's constellation.
Oh, I never knew how to map those. I always see like, my extent was like Big and Little Dipper. and
But
I
see,
couldn't-
and look, when you do over the old thing, you can see like
there's the
how
horse.
that's a lion, but all right.
People were really bored back then.
No shit. Well, it's all they could do was look up and go, are those still there from yesterday?
It's like video games.
It's crazy.
It's a horse.
I think it's an angel. Shut up, dude. You're high. Anyway, speaking of which, there's the Angel Nebula. So I'm gonna say, I know that your first reaction was, meh. As somebody who's interested in astronomy and space, this is actually really fucking cool.
See, Prager loves this kind of stuff. Prager, what did you think of it? Did you play around with it?
No.
Just
No.
being able to
All right.
overlay the historical maps and see like all the different like celestial events, but also you can check like based on the time that you're in right now, where you are.
Oh, take me to the Hubble showcase.
And then the Hubble showcase will show you
Is that really high
all the
res?
different, yeah, it's just these super high res, like,
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah.
That I'm into.
And
I
so
love Hubble stuff.
It does panoramic views of the Hubble stuff.
Are they fixing the
So what
Hubble?
happens is, here's the regular image,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is the zoomed in, that patch is where Hubble has been looking at that area. So now you can zoom in, and you see how like the other side, that's just like the stuff, but
Right.
look how fucking detailed the Hubble got, dude.
Oh, that's pretty insane. Can't zoom in that
Yeah,
close.
well, you know why? Because it's a billion fucking miles out. Let me do this.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Cool.
See, check this shit out. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think that that's what stuff in space looks like?
I mean, I've seen a lot of these pictures, and they're always nuts. There are always some really popular pictures on Digger, all the NASA stuff, you know?
So I think this is actually pretty cool. I mean, for basically a free, you know, like, because there's a lot of stuff, like I actually remember back on the Palm, there was the whole like night sky thing where you could look at the celestial charts and stuff. I think that's pretty cool.
Google's ahead of their time. This is going to be like
Dude, I'm
space
telling you, look,
maps.
dude, backyard astronomy,
flying
so you can be
spaceships.
like, I want to see, I've got a thing and I want to see M10, which is a cluster of stars. And then it's like, it shows you where, like you see where to go, where to point. You know, 16 hours, 57 minutes, 12 seconds, and then -4, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, so then you can figure out where to point your
Oh,
thingy.
I see. That's cool.
So you can say, I want to see M8, and then you know where to point your telescope. You
Right.
point it here, which you can't really see because it's
Even
kind
though
of
you're not
covered.
really ever going to see it that detailed or close.
Well, you can't, dude. Have you ever gone stargazing?
No.
Oh, dude, it's
mean,
fucking
I've
crazy.
been-
No, it's crazy. When you go out to like, I went with this chick in college. We went to this like field where there was an astronomy thing going on,
Hello.
and people had all these different powered microscopes, and so people would like lock into something, and then you would just sort of wander around, and they'd be like, "Oh, what are you looking at?" And be like, "Oh, we're looking at the rings of Saturn," and you look at it, and you can. It's like fucking crazy because you look in, and it's like seeing a giant picture of Saturn, but you know you're actually looking at Saturn. It's not an image. It's not a video.
I mean,
it's like I'm fucking looking at Saturn.
I'm all for a telescope that I can buy one day in the future where I can take it out to a field, set it down, push a button, it's like GPS, and then it just goes up and automatically locks onto things.
Yeah, they exist. They have
Really?
for like 4 years.
Okay. Can I plug into my computer though and see the images on my computer?
Yes.
Wirelessly?
Yes.
Bluetooth?
Bluetooth. We're just inventing technology here. Bluetooth.
Okay.
It's actually red tooth. It's one better. Sand tooth.
Red tooth.
All right, here we go. Next story.
Next story, Kazaa downloads cost one man $750 per song in the RIAA suit.
That's fucked
1,315 people dug the story, submitted by Kevin
That's just fucked
Federline.
up.
Oh, that might be someone at my door.
Might be someone at the door.
If that's the door repairman, just let him go to town.
Is
just
it
let him
the
do it,
door
let him do
repair
it.
town?
Unlock the top lock.
Yeah. Yeah, to have him go crazy. Kevin's new place.
So we just got-
Kevin's new place got we got locked inside
Right.
the place.
This was like as we were about to start filming. Prager knocks on the door, and we're like,
Ching 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 ching.
Prager.
And Prager was like, "Dude, why are you joking around? Like, what? Get over it. Just open the door." And we were like, "No,
We
you
can't,
turn the
actually.
knob and it doesn't pull the bolt out." And so
Yeah.
you're literally just sitting there like,
So we had to feed the keys through my outside window here to Prager, who then came around and is he gonna fix it? Don't send him away.
No, well, you got a locksmith coming in a minute.
"Oh, cool,
Oh, okay,
locksmith's
cool.
coming.
Sweet.
Cool, good times."
All right.
So go ahead.
All right. So yeah.
RIAA.
RIAA. The RIAA won a pair of victories last week as the judge finally awarded the labels a defendant judgment in a case where the defendant never showed up in court. In another case, the RIAA convinced the judge to award $23,250 in damages after the defendant admitted to downloading and sharing music over Kazaa. So,
This is the stuff that scares me about BitTorrent, man.
well, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Let me just give you the details.
Yeah,
the deets.
please.
So this guy basically goes into court and said, yes, I do file sharing. Like I did share some files.
What is the guy, a moron?
Well,
What? No wonder I got slapped with a fine.
well, I don't think he agreed to it at first, but then they're like,
It's illegal?
No. At first, the judge wouldn't give over the information. Like they have to turn over certain records to make it like all available. And I guess like his email address matched his Kazaa username, which matched his like Comcast account
Which
or whatever it
matched
was.
to the blog post where he talked about how
right,
much
totally.
stuff he was scoring off Kazaa.
Right. So they only named 31 songs in the lawsuit.
Well, that's
but
good, dude.
It cost them $23,000.
That's fucked up. That's just not
This
right.
is the kind of crap that's, well, we shouldn't say it scares.
Dude, it scares me. Well, here's a little. Well, let's do a hypothetical.
Okay, throw it out there.
Let's say somebody who enjoys a little bit of mixed martial arts.
That's you.
Yeah. Well, no, hypothetically.
Okay.
Let's say a person, hypothetically. But for whatever reasons, on a Saturday night that happens to be a big UFC fight, can't quite catch it.
Right.
Right? Misses it. And he goes, man, I'd really like to, maybe it's a she, I don't know. They go, man, I'd really like to be able to see that. Well, you can download those things using BitTorrent.
Right.
That, maybe those people get a little hesitant and say, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to be even.
Well, that's legal, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You pay to see UFC fights.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah. No. But I'll say, it scared me enough to go, nah, I just won't watch it.
Yeah, but worst case, like,
Or
what are they
that
going to hit you
person,
with? How big a
hypothetically.
lawsuit are they going to hit you with?
I'm sorry.
For one?
$23,000.
Well, that was for 31 songs. This is just one UFC fight.
But I don't even want to be on their fucking radar. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing I don't want.
Dude, if I get hit
don't
with a
want
lawsuit,
if somebody comes into your house and goes knock knock knock, open up. Hey, guess what? Here's a warrant for all your computers. Hopefully you have
Encrypted, prove it.
what?
I encrypt
You just
all-
said two things that don't mean anything.
I encrypt my home directory.
Yeah, but first off, they can unencrypt
You know what?
that.
I have open Wi-Fi. Someone was driving by and must have used it and downloaded it.
Yeah, how about I don't even know how to use a fucking computer. I'm 75 years old. Oh, guess what? Boom, you're still getting sued.
Well,
they don't care about that.
Then I record it all and I put it all over the internet, and we make this a huge freaking.
And we fight to get you free.
We fight to get me free. We do free Kevin stickers. I get Kevin Mitnick to come and have my back.
And just
We do-
recycle his stickers.
We do press conventions. We hold panels.
Perfect.
We kiss babies and shake hands.
All right, well,
That would be huge.
So would you do that for me if I did with the UFC thing?
Dude, we
All right,
will
I'm
go
going to get
down.
the
We will
UFC
fight
thing.
to the end. It will move countries if we need to.
Okay. Amsterdam, we're going to be there.
Dude,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Glen's Amsterdam house.
Amsterdam. All right, next story. 6-core Intel processors coming this year.
Okay, come on, Intel.
1,738 people dug this story, submitted by First Dig. Intel will move to a processor design that utilizes scalable cores from 2 all the way up to 8 using another new microarchitecture. And it will phase out the front side bus as a component of its architecture. The 6-core Dungington, that's horrible.
Come on.
Dungington server CPU platform using Panera. What? Fucking start using regular words, please. Dungington, Panerian. What? Are you morons?
Well, these are all real words.
No, they're stupid people. Panerian architecture with 16 megabytes of L3 cache goes into production as soon as this summer. Now, isn't this cool?
No.
Dude, you got all up on the band, busy.
Listen. Intel needs to just
Dude, 6
chill.
cores.
Like, stop
Why?
putting more cores in. We
Why?
don't need them. We don't need that many cores.
Why not?
Because we can't take advantage of all the cores that we have already.
You can't take advantage of
No,
2 cores.
half the games I have are like, well, you
Single
got,
core,
you got
single core.
single core.
Single core, single core.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do we really need that many cores? Number one. Number two.
Yeah, I'm at quad core right
Number two,
now.
think of
Quad core.
something different.
Yeah, like fancier buttons.
Like names that we can understand. Like
Yes,
like
Fastatron.
Yes.
Right? Better chip. I mean, that's all I need. You know?
Well,
Twice as fast.
Let's get the numbers back in there. Like the
Dude,
better chip, you know,
bring back the
1086,
numbers.
1186,
Yep.
1286. Like whatever. We need something I can grasp onto.
Yeah, I don't need to know that a Dingington is better than a Crappington or
Right.
whatever.
Exactly. But you know what? I don't know.
Well, this is very cool that they can have this stuff. I mean, for those people who like to be on the bleeding edge, you know, I have like a quad core Extreme 2.
I do too, and I don't
is
feel like it's
fun.
any faster than my dual core. Like,
Whoa, you're smoking high crack.
no,
then.
I mean,
you don't think it's any faster than this?
I don't play a lot of games.
I was gonna
but I'm just
say,
saying,
throw
when
Crisis on
launching
this
stuff-
and watch it explode.
Dude, I got some massive rumors for the iPhone. I got some new insider info.
I don't think it's gonna be all that
It
exciting.
is huge. Okay. Listen,
Are you gonna say it?
I will.
Now?
I will say it right now. But I need people to understand. I'm getting a phone call.
Turn
Hold on.
off.
It might be my lock people. Hello.
Might be your lock people.
This is him.
Oh, maybe
It's lock people.
is it?
Y-
That you were locked inside your unit?
Yes, I was locked out of my house. I couldn't get out of my apartment.
You were locked in or out?
No, I was locked in my apartment.
Locked in.
Okay. So you were able to get out through the window?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I basically handed the keys to Prager outside, and he unlocked the front door.
Okay, so you can unlock it from inside, but not, I mean from the outside, but not from inside, right?
Right. So basically, I'm
The
locked.
handle's not
Yeah, the
working.
handle doesn't work on the inside. It does from the outside, though.
Okay, so I have a technician on his way. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
here now.
Okay. So I don't know if you want to wait for him at the lobby.
If he calls my cell phone, I can just buzz him in.
Okay,
I'm on the
you're
directory
right now?
outside.
Okay, I'll have him do that.
Great, thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And she seemed very nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well let's get. Was that the last story?
Yeah, should we
you've
talk about the iPhone rumor now?
Oh yeah. Do it.
Okay, so I just have to say, these are rumors, so I might not be 100% accurate, but these came from some different sources
Okay,
this time.
all right, spit 'em out, spit 'em out.
Okay, here's what I understand.
Rumor number 1.
The iPhone right now with the new SDK, some people may have noticed that Apple does not allow programs to run resident in memory. So if you're developing a new application,
Okay.
the second you exit that or like close the phone or whatever, it closes the application. You can't.
So
it
unlike
won't run in the
Safari,
background.
where it's leaving the page open or whatever,
No, I
or
mean-
like your email, where it's downloading, continuing to send the email when
Right,
you're
right,
off
exactly.
to the homepage. Yeah.
And the reason for that, from what I've heard now, is that they're adding 3G support in a few months, okay? High-speed internet. And they don't want an IM competitor right now. They don't want like a running instant messenger competitor, because what they've done is they've created a camera that has a camera here and on the back side, inside of the little glass right here.
Whoa, but you're talking about this phone?
No, the new phone that's coming out. Like the iPhone Pro or whatever.
Oh, so there is going to be a new phone coming out.
It's like a
So
higher-end
this
phone.
isn't going to have, my phone's not going to have 3G.
No, it won't.
So I'm getting punished for being early.
Yes, we are all punished. But that's okay. We will buy new phones.
I'm not going to buy a new phone.
Well, wait until you hear this. So it has a little camera
So this
here.
is all not for the phone that we have.
Right.
Okay.
So with the camera, video chat. There you go.
Yeah.
Done. So that's what I heard. Do what you will with it. Don't submit it to Dig, because I don't want to look like an idiot when it's wrong.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm more excited about the 3G than video chatting, because I don't video chat even like on this laptop where it has that. You know what I mean? And I can't imagine I would want to video chat when I could just be
Yeah, but
talking.
how cool would it be if like all of a sudden you got
It's very sci-fi.
a ring from your friend, and it's like, would you like to do video or take the phone call? And you're like, video, and all of a sudden Prager comes up, and you're like, what's up, Prag? Blah blah.
Oh. I mean, cool. But what if you're like taking a duper? And the phone rings and you're like, yeah, hold on. Hey, what's up? Oh, I hit the, sorry. That was a meat and potatoes hit.
Oh,
It's horrible.
that is horrible.
No, but I like the 3G stuff. 3G
Yeah.
is exciting.
All right, last story.
All right, Bob.
Okay, last story of the day. Get ready for this one. Reporter owned by SLED.
I'm excited. You haven't shown me this.
6,449 people dug this story. Submitted 5 days ago. Okay, so basically this guy
I can only imagine what this is.
he's covering a race, okay, a sled race.
Okay.
My trusty stopwatch, and here they come down the hill. Looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes out. And this... That was a bad idea.
Watch.
At Riverside Park, Rob Lett, Global News.
He finished the newscast, man.
That is awesome.
And he's like, oh, I'm hurt when he's getting up. He's like, did you get that on tape? Did you get that on tape?
That's good. He's running away.
Dude, watch this. Let's watch it one more time.
He gets
Here we go.
he gets beyond owned.
Looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes out. And this...
Did you hear the camera guy? Oh, Jesus.
At Riverside Park, Rob Lett, Global News.
How badass
That
was
is
that?
probably the best. That is probably the best owned by a thing reporter. Because usually they're like, oh, I can't go on. But this thing, he's like,
I know, he just finishes it.
literally, and the best part is, that fucker gets upended. If ever the phrase ass over teacups is proper for something, it's this guy. Because he's like, I better jump, jumps, hits his leg, flips, literally does one full flip. He could have really fucked himself.
I know.
He landed on his head,
This
dude.
is huge. This guy's got to be the most badass reporter I've ever seen in my entire
Dude,
life.
he just lands and picks up his mic. He's like, microphone. That was a bad idea. This is Rob so-and-so.
Do you think he was trying to jump him?
Yes, most definitely. Watch.
Because he probably was going to like...
See him? Because he was like, he goes, oh, fuck. Look, he jumps. Watch his legs.
Looks like Ruben is in the lead.
Watch his legs. See?
Oh.
It's a jump. It's a real quick,
Do you
like...
think he was going to jump just to make it like look cool?
No.
Oh, no.
It was an emergency eject. It was him going, oh my God, this guy's gonna hit me. Jump.
That's pretty
You know what I mean?
badass.
And he just didn't jump fast enough or soon enough. Because he could have cleared the guy pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
If he just jumped earlier.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty funny.
is, that's my favorite reporter getting hit by stuff on camera.
That's
Of
good.
any of them. Genius.
So that's it.
All right. Well, before we head over to our emails, let's talk about our sponsors. So you remember GV.com?
Do indeed.
Yes, the community user-based video game capture
Sharing social site. Yeah.
plethora site. Well, they've decided to change their name. They're not GV.com anymore. They're now GameVee.com. GameVee.com. They have done a complete revamp of the website. Looks great. It's GameVee.com 2.0. You know what I mean? And they have some really cool new features. One of them that I'm really excited about. We're going to talk about GameVee periodically, and so we're going to just kind of bring you new features, you know, every couple weeks or whatever. The feature that I am the most excited about, highlight.
This is what I remember. I got on the phone call with him. They're explaining to me, but I didn't. You heard the whole thing. How does it work?
this is one of those functionalities where I'm like, this is the best idea for internet video, period, let alone game video. What you can do is you know how you can email videos to friends? You can be like, oh, dude, check this out. I saw it on, GameV.com. Here. You send it to them. Well, let's say it's this video here, which is
Halo 3.
2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay.
And you go, well, the thing that I wanted that was really cool about this video isn't the whole 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Right.
It's this one thing that happens in 30 seconds. You can take a highlighter, highlight the clip where you want it, and then send it, and the whole clip comes, but the person can choose to play the whole clip or just play the highlighted section.
I got you. So you're just, well, we could use that for Diggnation too. That would be pretty cool.
Dude, like I said, it is an amazing technical concept for video, period.
Nice.
Because like you see stuff and you're like, oh yeah, the whole thing's really great, but the thing that you would really appreciate is what happens at 2 minutes. And a lot of times people would say, dude, check out this video, but check it out at 5 minutes and 13 seconds.
Right.
You never have to do that again.
Somebody like sit and like try and click around and find.
Yeah, no, hit play highlighted.
Right. I got you. That's
How
cool.
great is that?
That's very cool.
So head over to GameV.com, set up an account, start sharing your content.
I started playing another video.
Start sharing it with your friends. Kevin and I are going to set up a Diggnation.
Well, we want to start capturing
doing
some of the
stuff.
video game stuff that we do and when we play and capture some of our favorite stuff and put it on here.
Yeah,
so.
we're going to have some competitions and stuff. We're basically pretty jazzed about the GameV.com-ness of it all. So that's GameV.com.
Cool. GoDaddy, starting at just $3.99 per month. Web hosting from GoDaddy.com includes 99.9% uptime, 24/7 support, and access to Metropolis, the place to install over 30 free applications, sure to get the most from your hosting plan and website.
That was very
Does that make sense?
economical.
I think I forgot B. Be sure to get the most from your hosting plan and website. Plus, enter the code DIG5 when you check out and save an additional $10 off any order of $40 or more. But some restrictions apply. See Dite for details. Get your piece of the internet.
See Dite for details. See that for details.
When I try and read too
Go
fast, everything goes to hell.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Please enter your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com.
Yes, everybody enter your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com. Netflix.com, people. Thanks to Netflix.com for sponsoring the show. As most of you know, with Netflix you can rent over 75,000 titles online, including Blu-ray titles. Not so much HD DVDs, though they still have them until they are phased out. With free shipping both ways to your home and away. They now have over 40 shipping centers, so it's almost all deliveries happen in about one business day. Netflix plans start at as low as $4.99. As a new member, you can get a no-risk 2-week free trial membership, but you can get it through us for the free trial membership. It's www.netflix.com/Diggnation. The wwws are important.
Yes.
Amsterdam
plus Diggnation Amsterdam Thursday, April 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Next Web. That is 2008, no www, 2008 .thenextweb.org. How do you do .org? .org. Make sure to be there. We will have free prostitution.
I'll be there.
We will have legalized Prager.
Yep.
There'll be all kinds of good
Prager's
stuff.
going to he's going to have instead of a kissing booth, he's going to have an impregnation booth.
Yes, he will impregnate you for free.
For free.
And normally he charges like quite a bit of money for that.
Quite a bit of money. He's a right stud.
Yes.
As it were. Also, we wanted to mention Pop Siren. Mm-hmm. Pop Siren is a new all-woman show. Jessica Corbin, Sarah Lane. It just launched last week on Revision 3. You can head over to popsiren.com to check it out. It's a big like DIY, do-it-yourself kind of stuff.
Yeah, they do like projects, internet tips, innovation, science experiments, crazy sports, stuff like that.
Yeah, we're going to throw a little promo on the end of the episode, so after the credits,
Pop Siren.
Stick around for some Pop Siren. Email, son of a bitches.
I'll start it off with a picture email. This one comes from Ed. Ed writes in, hello guys, I started watching Diggnation and now my 17-year-old son is into it as well. We just received our t-shirts and I've attached a pic. We are big fans. Started from episode 1 and I'm up to 41. My son just jumped on in the current episodes. I have to say episode 38, Reno, which I'm sorry. For Alex, that was
literally,
worst.
my liver was off the hook.
Was off the hook. But nothing will beat Zombie Dogs. Proud member of Diggnation, Ed and Matthew Arnold.
See, now, isn't that crazy to me to think that this guy, sorry, first off, how great is that, dude?
That is
Fathers
awesome.
and sons coming together. Not thrilled about the Macs, but that's okay.
I'm very
Clearly,
happy
they
about the
seem like
Macs.
nice people. But how cool? But how weird is it that this guy's only seen up to episode 41?
So they playing catch up?
No, well, he's playing catch up. Like he started on 1, and he started on episode 1.
Right.
So he probably just found out about it a little while back.
Right, is up to 41
And
now.
is up to 41 now.
Wow, he's got a long way to
But
go.
he said that his son, which is actually good, because otherwise it would take them about 2 years in order for them to say, "Oh my God, they did read my email."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The poor guy's like, "Man, we sent him this email so long ago." Well, that's cool. Well, thanks.
Your email is on next week's
No.
show.
Episode 142.
Episode
142. Just a heads up so you don't miss
Just a
it.
heads up so you don't miss it.
And we're writing
Hugs
this
and
on
kisses.
the show.
Writing this on the show. Peace to
Peace,
you.
love,
Peace, love from Glenn.
from Glenn.
He
is a hippie.
Is a hippie. And
Prager will
loves,
impregnate.
And Prager loves will
Impregnate
impregnate it.
your food stock.
Your
Food stock, because there's food in the back.
food stock.
Okay, good. That's good. That is-
Cheers, Diggnation.
yeah, that's good. They're gonna see that and be like, what the fuck? And then they'll see the show and go, oh, they were just being complete weirdos.
There we go.
Okay, next email's from James Armstrong. This is Diggnation, episode 141, to Alex about satellite on roof. All right? In regards to Diggnation from 141 on 314, very specific. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
I don't know if you were referring to where you are actually currently living or someplace you lived in the past, but you may check into the local laws. I didn't know that. Well, I actually kind of knew this. I know where I live in Florida, if you are living in an apartment and they are required by law to provide you a place to install satellite dishes. I ran into this with my last apartment, and I ended up making them provide me with space on the roof.
Oh, nice.
James. Yes, there is a law like that in California. It's called the Equal Access Law or something like that. So you have equal access to any type of cable or satellite provider. The problem is that they basically say that you don't have access per se, but they won't say that you can't have a satellite dish on your back patio. So the whole point is they can't say no satellite dishes. They can say no satellite dishes on the roof, but they can't say no satellite dishes. So the problem is that my apartment is facing, I think, north, and you need to face southeast or southwest to get the DirecTV satellite that's from my area. So it's one of those things. I went down all that stuff. I appreciate the email, James, but if you're in an area and your landlord's saying no, just blanketly no, you can't use it. There are
research.
laws that cover that stuff. So
Cool.
all right, people. Well, if you would like to have an email read on the show, or if you have a Diggnation shirt that you would like to show off proudly, please send the emails to dignationfans@gmail.com.
Yes, and picture emails are very much appreciated.
Yes, especially the t-shirts.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Be sure to check out all the stuff I dig throughout the week and all my profile links for my social networks and stuff at dig.com/user/Kevin Rose.
And I'm dig.com/user/Alex Albrecht. And people, we will see you in Amsterdam.
Woo! Hippie Glenn.
Hippie Glenn's Amsterdam Gigolo Hut. You know, supplying high-quality male hookers since 1912.
Glenn's Amsterdam Hut. Fuck.
Amsterdam Hut?
Diggnation ready to go.
No, what is it? What is it? Glenn's Amsterdam.
Glenn's Amsterdam. Oh no, Glenn's Hamsterdam Habitats.
Hamsterdam.
No, hamster habitats. Hamster habitats.
Amsterdam hamster habitats.
Hamsterdam hamster habitats. That's good. Hamster habitats.
Okay.
Produced and distributed in Amsterdam since 1812.
Produced and
Distributed in Amsterdam since 1812.
produced by hippies in Amsterdam since 1812.
Yep.
What's all the hubbub?
We interrupt this program with breaking news. Revision 3 Radar is tracking a new show, and it's coming in from the Pacific and moving at an alarming pace, threatening to shatter programming conventions as we know them. viewers are being cautioned to watch with care.
One do-it-yourselfer.
One web prowler. One nerd bird. One rad scientist. And their fearless producer. It's brainy, it's zany, it's pop siren. And it's not for the faint of mind.